And we are live. Hello, everybody. Let's get these chats popped out. All right. We should put some music on while I do this. Let's go with this one. It's probably way too loud, though. That's probably okay. And I'm super excited, so I'm going to get started on this right away. No dilly-dallying today. Oh my god, that's heavy. Swipe, 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 swipe. It's crazy the amount of crud that builds up just from use. But don't. I really wish I had a camera angle that could like show this, but got a big box on the desk. Unfortunately, I don't have like multiple camera angles or like the ability to adjust mine, so what we're getting is what we're getting. I will narrate what's happening and how everything looks, and occasionally show it. Oh, here's the box before I open it. It's just in the delivery box that the store had it in because I didn't ask for a bag or anything. I just took it in the box. No point in wasting extra material. Ooh. Oh, it's heavy. I just nicked my face with that cardboard. But look at that. Sun. I think that's the brand. I think it's a sun. The logo is kind of... Is it WOS? SON? WOS? WOS? I have no idea. I don't know. It's too stylized, I can't tell. But we're gonna open it, and I'm super excited. Oh, I think the microphone cut out that zipper noise. Oh god, we got a few things in here. Okay. So I'm gonna open this so that you guys can see when I open. First thing we got some stuff in the flap here. We got power cable and switch remover, which we're gonna need because I am hot swapping this as the description says. Here we got some extra switches, but they're the one I'm not going to be using, so... What are these? Gasket dumbbells, rubber feet, and case corner protectors. I think those are extras. I don't know. I'll have to see. And then also... screws of ball catch structure and screws of bottom case. Yeah, it's very matter of fact about it. But you know what? I appreciate. It's all in like recycled plastic. It feels nice. I appreciate that. We got a user manual that I'm totally not gonna read. Then we got the box. And in the box, it's got wired, Bluetooth, and 2.4 gigahertz wireless, which I might use. I've never used a wireless keyboard before, but I might do that. I like how their tagline is, I think this is probably like lost in translation, but their tagline is maybe the best aluminum keyboard, which I like that it's legally ambiguous. Okay. Oh! Whoa! They give me a spare... Can't remember what this part's called. But it's not the daughter board, and it's not the, PCB. It's like... an extra layer. I don't know what it's called. And then there it is. All strapped in. Let's go ahead and free it. Oh god, it's heavy. Ugh. Oh, and an extra foam padding. That's so nice. I don't know if those are extras or if like I'm actually gonna need to put them on. I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure it comes put together, so I think those are just extras. Maybe you can add extra like layers if you really want to, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna set the box aside. And here we have, holy moly, it's heavy. The keyboard. Nice little fabric bag. Inside plastic, inside the fabric, so... Oh well, we got so far without non-recycled plastic. I guess it was too good to be true. Let me go ahead and get this out so I can show you. There's no, like, opening on this. I just have to rip it at some point, which is fine. Ooh. Okay, so here is the WOS? WQS? I think it's WOS. But anyway, here's the WS Crush 80 as it comes stock. Let's see if we can get a good sound profile on that. I think the OBS is doing a really good job of cutting this out, so I'm not sure you can actually hear it. So that's what it comes as stock, but I'm actually not going to be keeping that. And here's the back. You can see the big reflective weight. Look, you can see the camera. And the monitors. Got some plastic to peel here. Is there a good spot to grab it? It doesn't look like it. That's okay. I'll just get under a corner somewhere. There we go. Nice peel. And then another piece of plastic. Oh, it's got like a granite texture. Oh, it looked clear. That's so weird. It looks almost dirty, but I think it's just a granite texture. And then it's got another piece of plastic or tape or something on top of the weight in the back. This one's giving me a little trouble. There we go. I think that was just to protect the logo, and I don't think it actually holds anything in. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but yeah, it's not dirty. It's got this. Oh, you can totally see. As a matter of fact, it kind of looks better on camera than it does in my current lighting for my eyeballs. But it's got like this marble texture, which is pretty cool. It kind of, to the naked eye, it looks more like a million little scratches, but on camera, it actually looks pretty dope. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my background noise removal real quick on the mic. Oh, never mind, OBS is not letting me. Oh, because I've got stuff on the keyboard making it freak out. My bad. I didn't realize I'd actually engaged any of the keys. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove the noise suppression real quick. Listen to that noise floor. Listen to that background noise. Let's go ahead and mute the music. And we're just going to tap on this keyboard a little bit so that you guys can hear it. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of background noise, so I don't know how much this is actually working. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the noise suppression back on. I turn the music back on. So yeah, if that came through, that's what it sounds like stock. It's not bad. It is kind of nice, but I'm going to be changing it. This is a tiny bit too high-pitched and noisy for me. And also, it doesn't have as much resistance as I would like, and it's a bit more of like a clean, tactile push on each of the keys than I'd like. I want it to be a bit more, for lack of a better term. There's a very popular term in the keyboard word, but it sounds weird out of context. I like it to be a more creamy feeling. So like pretty heavily lubed key switches. And then I like it to have a much more muted, low-pitched sound upon actuation. But I also like there to be a lot of travel, and those things don't usually go together, which is why I've got these. I've got Key Geek Oat Linears key switches, and we're gonna be hot swapping the, oh god, yeah, every time I pick it up I forget how heavy it is. We're gonna be going ahead and hot swapping the stock switches in this for the Key Geek Oat Linears, and it will have a very different sound, I assure you. It's really awesome. I love it so much. I wasn't really intending on buying this today, but I found this combination that I loved so much, and the staff was so friendly, and I was like, screw it, I want this, I'm buying it. So I bought it. Was that kind of financially irresponsible? Maybe. But you know what? I just got my tax return, so this is just my tax return money at work. My taxes at work. They went to a good cause. So here's my key switcher, or my key puller. And I'm gonna go ahead and use it to first, ooh jeez. If I can get it open. I just bent it so badly for no reason. That's okay. It's made for that. I'm gonna use it to first pull off the keycaps, which I'm gonna be keeping. And then I'm gonna use it to pull off the switches, and I'm gonna replace them. So first things first, I've got two ends here. This side is the switch puller, so you just grab the switch and pull it out. And then this side is the keycap puller. You just put that all around the keycap, and it pulls it right out. These keycaps are pretty sweet. Double shot PBT, I think, because I can see that there's two layers to it. There's the black layer and the red layer. I think I gotta block my face for it to focus on this. There's two layers there, the black layer and the red layer. It's got a nice, like, polished matte touch. It's nice, I like it. I should probably take a picture of this. I know the keyboard layout, but you know what? I might get some function keys or some media keys confused or forget about them, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of it real quick. So that way, I cannot get it wrong. It's such a different typing experience from my current keyboard. So my current keyboard is the HyperX Alloy Origin Elite, I think. My really good friend and coworker, the one who does the 3D printing, he gave it to me because my last keyboard broke. My last keyboard was actually nicer than this one. This one has a plastic base, and the other one had a full aluminum, and then also the linear switches were a lot nicer. But I really appreciate that he gave me this for free. It's a mechanical keyboard that he gave me for free because I needed one, and I really appreciate that. But it was time to upgrade, and for that upgrade, I decided to go all out, get myself a premium high-end keyboard. Not really. This is in the range of like $200, which is not considered high-end or expensive for custom keyboards. But it is for me, and I'm going to be very happy to just use this pretty much forever, I think. It is hot swappable, and also really cool thing about this one that would be very difficult to show since I can't adjust the camera, but it is a magnetic faceplate, so it just pops off. I just push down on the keycaps and the whole faceplate comes off. It's one piece magnetically held in, and then not only that, but the keycaps connects to the daughter board with some pogo pins right there. So this thing is also magnetically attached, and I can take out the entire board. So for customization or maintenance, this is awesome. Down here I've got the foam layer. I can go ahead and show that. If I can just put this down somewhere safe. So here's our base. We've got our weight on the bottom. We got our foam layer here. As you can see, that moves around. So I suppose this would be where I can swap it out or add on layers with what they gave me here. So here they've given me another layer of foam that I could put under this one, because this one comes, it's got a few layers on here actually. So it looks like it's got 2 layers, so I could add another one if I want it to be even quieter, which I don't. I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. And then they also gave me another one of these, which I guess would go, I don't think I can go in between, because that might mess up the connection with the daughter board. Is it, maybe it's just a replacement for the plate here, because the current plate here is purple. No, because I couldn't fit this over the switches, could I? I'm not sure. I think this would have to go under. Oh no, it's definitely got spaces for the... I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where this guy would go. I'm sure I could easily look it up or just ask. My friend has a lot more experience with keyboards than me, so he could help. But there's the layout right there, and you can see each individual switch. I'm going to be pulling all of those. Let's go ahead and magnetize this back to the daughter board. That foam is really nice. I really like it. So it just goes on just like that. And it's magnetized on. And then I can just go ahead and slap the faceplate back on. It just magnetizes back on. Just like that. Super awesome for maintenance, for upgrades, for customization. So unless for some reason it breaks or dies, which it shouldn't unless I abuse it, which I do not intend to, this should basically last me forever. Unless I like really want an upgrade for some reason down the road. Okay, this is going to take a little while because that's 3 of like 75 keys pulled. That's okay, it's all part of the process. It's part of the customization. You get the experience of like basically making it yourself. Isn't that fun? It's fun for me. It's probably going to be less fun once I'm halfway through and I'm kind of fed up with this, but that's okay. It's a one-time thing, and I'm done forever. I'm not sure what the stock switches in here are. They might be Kale Browns, but they don't say anywhere on them. I'm And it doesn't say on the packaging either. The packaging with the extras in it. I think they're kale browns, but I honestly could not tell you. I am not well versed enough in key switches to be able to tell the difference between every brand and every model in every brand. This is my first custom keyboard, so that would tell you that already. But I have built 22 computers, so like I kind of know what I'm doing. Keyboards and computers are very different, but I think if I'm tech savvy enough to build 22 computers, I'm tech savvy enough to build a keyboard, right? One would hope. This is gonna take a while. There are a lot of these. I am not very fast at this. I wonder if it'd be faster to just use this end. No, I feel like I'm gonna scratch the keycaps at that end. I don't want to do that. I feel like there's a faster way to do this, and I'm just like not experienced enough building keyboards to know. Maybe if I do it sideways. It's the same. It's a square. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, so I've got all of my media keys and my arrow keys off now. Now I just have to do all the function keys, all the number keys, and the entire alphabet. So, hooray for me. Aren't I going so fast? Come on. They're all getting stuck to my mat. Now I've got some of the switches exposed here, and I can just tap on them. They're nice. These are very nice switches. I do not mind these switches, but I prefer the other one. And if I'm gonna get a custom keyboard, I might as well go all out on the custom keyboard. Make it exactly how I want it, you know? Woo! I just hit the microphone. I apologize. I feel like there's a trick to getting these out that I don't know, because this is very slow. Oh, this is 13 function keys instead of 12. I've never owned a keyboard with 13 function keys before. Okay, I may be crazy, but sideways does seem to be working better for some reason. Maybe it's just how I'm doing it. Maybe I'm just pushing it out. Never mind. The trick is to get this puller under the keycap. But I don't know how to do that consistently without like sitting around and wiggling it. I do wish I had a better camera angle that could like show off what I'm doing. But I only have the one camera and it is on that mount and it is plugged into power. So even if I could move it, I don't have anywhere to mount it other than that mount. And the mount is just an up-down mount. So I can't like twist it or anything. I had the option of either getting this one or getting a different one that was a bare bones kit. And I did actually prefer the base plate on the bare bones kit, I think. Although the guy at the store was telling me this one is like objectively better because, you know, it's magnetic, the faceplate comes off, it comes apart, it has poker pins, it just pulls apart. So like it's way better for customizing down the road. So he was recommending this one. I just kind of liked the feeling of the other one better. However, if I was to buy the bare bones kit, I'd have to buy a keycap set, and that actually made it more expensive than just buying a pre-built keyboard and hot swapping it myself. So he recommended that I do it this way, and I'm glad I listened to him. He was really nice, he was very friendly, he was very knowledgeable about what he's doing. I can shout out the store. I commuted to downtown San Jose. We all know I live in California. I commuted up to downtown San Jose, and I went to Tiny Keyboard Store. It was a great experience. People there were very friendly, and they knew their stuff. I literally got to walk in, and he was like, "Hi, you got any questions?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've actually got a few." And I was like, so I've never done this before. I've never built a keyboard in my life before. Never owned a custom keyboard. However, I have built 10 computers, so like, just to just to get us off to the right start. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I am knowledgeable about tech, just not this tech in particular. And he was very nice. He was very respectful. He didn't talk to me like I didn't know. He didn't talk down to me or anything, which was nice. And he made some very good suggestions. He had me test out all the keyboards that they had on display, and I was like really torn between two. And I told him I really liked the feeling of one of them, but the sound of the other. And he explained to me how the base plate affects the sound of the key switches. But he also recommended me, just pulled them right off the shelf, first try, the Key Geek Oat Linears, which is the ones I ended up buying. And he was like, this one is a lot like the one you like the sound of, but it's got more travel to it. So it's got more of that feeling I like. And he even went ahead and put it on the display keyboards for me so I could give it a test. And it was awesome. I loved it. And that was just a really, really good experience. So I'm very happy to shout out if any of my viewers are in California, or if you're going to be traveling to the Bay, Tiny Keyboards in downtown San Jose. It's a bit off of downtown, so it's actually like not that bad traffic. It was easy to drive, easy to park, and it was awesome. Big recommend. Okay, I've got all my function keys and number keys off. Now I got to do the whole alphabet and, you know, space bar, shift, enter, backspace, all that good stuff. Come on, buddy. Okay. Enter. Hi, Sochi. She's gonna want to jump all over my keyboard while I have all the keycaps off so she can get all her fur in it, right, Sochi? Nah, she's distracted. I have no idea how loud the music is, by the way, or how quiet I am, because I do have the microphone an unusual distance from my mouth, so I don't know if I'm just being totally overpowered. It looks like on OBS that I sound good and the music's not too loud, but you never know. Also, I need to remove the Chippy Chippy Choppa Choppa song from my Lethal Company mods, because unfortunately when I played Lethal Company last night with my friend who was in the chat, Undying, the Undying, when the section of the stream that song played got the stream region blocked, because apparently there is at least one, maybe multiple regions where the Chippy Chippy Choppa song, which I just thought was a funny cat meme music, is blocked. Like, blocks it from that whole region, so I had to trim that out of the stream for it to be viewable worldwide, so that was surprising. I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove that mod. I'm very sad, because my friend hated the mod, I loved the mod, I thought it was hilarious, and I guess they win. But not because I don't want it, not because I want the mod they have. It's because of YouTube. Well, not YouTube. It's not YouTube's fault. It's whatever region has blocked the song, which I have no idea why. There's probably some historical context or cultural context that I'm not aware of. But I just think it's a funny little haha meme song. I keep moving the keyboard further and further away because I'm making space to like put all of the keycaps in order, so that maybe I can just have them all in order when it's time to put them back on. Don't know what I took the picture for, but hey, never hurts to be prepared. My keycap puller is starting to get a little bit permanently spread, which is okay because I do have to spread it way more than this to actually get it around the key, so it doesn't really matter. Halfway done. Putting them back on is a lot faster, let me tell you. I have pulled apart, I have hot swapped keys before. I have taken apart keyboards for cleaning multiple times, deep cleaning. So this is the part I've done before. And it's just a long, slow process. But once you do it once, putting them back on is a lot faster. So not too much to worry about on that end. Oh, shoot. Ooh, I caught it. Hey, look at that. These are actually pretty low profile keycaps. They're a lot lower profile than these chonky, here, let me pull one off. The chonky RGB keycaps that I'm currently using. Absolutely massive difference. Which I like. Honestly, I'm not very fast on my current keyboard. And I think part of it is because of how tall the keycaps are. And just the fact that it doesn't have a faceplate, so there's like a lot of space between the keycaps. Whoa! Oh, I'm flying, but somehow it landed on me. There's not a lot of there's like an excessive amount of space between the keycaps and the board itself. So if I miss a key, my finger goes like very far down, and then I'm thrown off, and it's hard to recover. So I think I should honestly type faster on this one, which is the whole point of a high quality Switch and high quality keycaps and high quality board. Like, it is supposed to not only feel good and sound good, it's supposed to strain you less and also help you be faster. A big part of it has become aesthetics because, like, honestly, there's basically no strain to typing on keyboards nowadays. People talk about how super, like, heavy resistance, and by heavy resistance I mean like 60 grams is pretty high resistance. People talk about like really high resistance keyboards like tiring out their fingers if they type on it too long. Bro, no. Unless you've got like arthritis, finger arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, I don't know. Osteo something arthritis, I can't remember what it's called, the one in your hands. Unless you've got some sort of medical condition, or you've just like grew up your whole life and you're like in your 30s having never used a keyboard, then I just can't imagine that even the highest resistance mechanical switches are going to be causing any sort of fatigue on your fingers. They don't for me. I really like the high resistance switches. Before I was properly introduced into the world of custom keyboards, and the only mechanical hot swappable switches I knew of were Cherry. I wanted Cherry Silent Blacks, because black is the heavy linear in the Cherry lineup. And I liked the silence because, I mean, as I discovered going through custom keyboards and testing them out and getting a feel for different switches, I like a low pitch muted sound. Ultimately, I don't actually want silent keycaps like the blacks, or like the silent blacks specifically. I actually do prefer like the creamy, thocky sound of a quality lubed switch. But at the time, I'd never experienced one of those, so I didn't know that. And I wanted silent black switches, because they were the highest resistance. I believe those are 60 grams. They might be less, maybe like 54 or something. And I liked having to feel the press of the switch under my finger. I liked being able to feel that. And people talk about how like they get so much finger fatigue, and I'm like, how? Unless you're typing like 8 hours a day for work and then trying to also type for another like hour or two for play, I can't imagine how it gives you finger fatigue. It's very possible I'm just kind of being an asshole about it. And there are definitely a lot of people who do type 8 hours a day for work and then, you know, also want to use a keyboard to play, and like they could definitely get fatigue at that point, I'm sure. But for most people, I don't see how that's the case. Okay, I've only got the really wide ones left. These ones have stabilizers, like the shift key. The space bar has very big stabilizers. Now that's just to make sure that click consistency, or that the press is consistent all the way across the width of the really wide keys, because you don't want like you to press down on one side and it lifts off the other side. It's not a good feeling. So these ones are kind of a bit too wide for the keycap puller, so I'm just kind of doing these by hand. Just grab them and pull them. Oop, this one took the switch out with it. Well, there's a switch. I don't know if you can hear that because the OBS might be cutting it. Okay, you definitely heard that, I think. But yeah, I think these are kale browns. I'm honestly not sure. It doesn't look like they're keyed how they go in. Because I'm pretty sure it goes in like this, but it doesn't look like it would. It looks like it would go in sideways like this. They do have a little... I think this little gap here is a pass-through for RGB. So if you have an RGB board, this one is not, which is cool. I do like backlight. I currently have mine set to all white, just so that I can see it. RGB has kind of become kind of tiring for my eyes. Probably just because I see it so much. My new computer is just all stealth all the way. How the heck do I get this in? Hold on, let me pull the last of these keycaps out and then I'll worry about that. Okay, there's the shift key. Those are some stiff stabilizers. Okay. And then the big one, the space bar. Nice. Okay, I've got all the switches off. Or all the keycaps off. So now I've got the board with no keycaps. I've got all these brown linears. I think these are kale browns, but I'm not sure. And then this one came off. I'm trying to put it on properly before I move to taking these all out for the hot swap. Just because I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh shoot, I just dropped it. All the way in the corner, of course. Let me see if I can reach it. Yes, I'm using my feet to reach it. What about it? It didn't work anyway. It's too far. I gotta reach it by hand. Don't mind me banging the desk and shaking everything up. Imagine someone tunes in as soon as I'm out of frame and they're just like, what the heck is going on here? Oh my fucking god, I can't reach it. Ugh. Gotta like get off the chair and get out of this. It's literally all the way, like as far in the corner of my bedroom as it can go. I'm back. Here it is. I've got way too much stuff going on right now. So it looks like to match all the other ones, it's got to go in this way with the little pass-through on the bottom. But if I actually look at the pins, it doesn't look like they line up that way. Looks like they line up sideways. Yeah, it is sideways. Okay. Oh, so they're not actually all top-bottom. Some of them are sideways. One of them's even upside down. What's this? There's a little switch for on-off. Oh, I guess I gotta pull out the user manual. What's that for? Oh my god, I hate exercise-induced asthma. I literally just climb under my desk and I'm panting. On-off switch, on-off switch. It has a ultra low latency mode. Why wouldn't the latency always be the same? Wired latency of 2 milliseconds, 2.4 gigahertz of 3 milliseconds. Yeah, both of those are way, way faster than me, a mere flesh and blood human, can respond, so... Where's that on-off switch? Oh god, it's actually complicated to like turn on and off the RGB, or not the RGB, the wireless mode. Wireless mode in the on position. So I think that switch is for wireless mode, which is what I thought. But it doesn't say anywhere anything about switching it. It's just in the fine print here. It says battery switch in the plugged in or wireless mode while in the on position. I think I'm just gonna use it wired, and I'll figure out wireless later. It's too complicated right now. But okay, we have all of our switches in, or all of our keycaps off. So now we're gonna pull all of the switches out. It just kind of gets under the side of the switches, and you pull. Surprisingly hard. Jesus. I feel like I don't want to pull too hard because I feel like I'm going to break it. I know I'm not going to. Pretty much every PC component's like this. You have to pull until you really think you're going to break something. Or push if it's like RAM or something. What the hell? They're like really stuck. Can I get this one out? Nope. Come on, buddy. There we go. Got one. I accidentally pulled this out earlier, and now I can't get it out on purpose. What the heck? There's probably also a trick to this that I just don't know. Jesus, I feel like I'm gonna break something. There must be a trick to this that I'm just like not aware of. Ooh, that plastic is bendy. I don't want to grip it there. What if I just like push this to get it like really under the switch? Jesus Christ. What the heck? These are so hard to get out. What about this one? Let's go try another one. I feel like I'm gonna break something. I feel like I am breaking something. Are they like locked in? Is there like an unlock feature I need to do or something? Let's go ahead and pull off the faceplate. Let's see. I don't see any sort of lock. No, I don't see anything. Can I just push them out from this side? It's probably not advisable, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It kind of moved, but not all the way. You can see that they've designed the board with these ridges between each row, which gives it a little bit of flex, which is definitely for the feel, and not for any sort of structural reason, so I should probably be kind of careful with that. Okay, so I've got this. I've taken the faceplate off. I don't know if that makes things easier or harder. Let's try to pull this one out. Jesus, there's no way. What the heck? What is going on here? I'm gonna just put the faceplate back on. I don't think that's expecting anything. Honestly, it might just be making it harder. Okay, I get this firmly under the switch. And I squeeze, and I pull. Nope. I feel like I'm just gonna, like, chip the plastic or something. What the frick? I must be missing something. Okay, owner's manual, back to you. Do you say anything about hot swapping the switches? Nope. Not in either English or Japanese, I think this is. Driver download and firmware upgrade. That's not what I want. Maybe I should call my friend and see if he can help me out. I got one of these out on accident. It just stuck to the keycap so well. But now I can't get them out on purpose. Maybe I'm squeezing too hard. Maybe I don't want to squeeze super hard. Nope. If I don't squeeze, it just comes right out. I feel like I'm missing something. Can I, like, do it with one end at a time? It moved, but it ain't coming out. I'm definitely, like, chipping the white plastic a little bit. Which, like, is not important, but I'm not happy about. What the fuck? What? How do you get this out? I've taken out and put in keycaps so many times, or, switches so many times for deep cleaning. It's never ever been this hard. There must be like a lock or something, right? What am I missing? Because one of them came out no problem. Maybe there's like certain ones I need to get out first that then kind of unlock the rest. I got another one out. This is the one that I pushed from the back a bit. Everything looks good. Nothing's damaged or anything. They're just really, really hard to take out, I guess. That's crazy. I must be missing something. There's no way it's this hard. See, the problem is the grips on this are so small that when I get it around a switch, like so, the actual act of trying to pull it, it has so much more resistance than grip that it just slides right off. So you do not jump up right now. She's a menace, I swear. Come on. There's no way this is gonna take me all stream just to get these switches off. I'm missing something. I have to be missing something. There's no way it's this hard. Like, I must be doing something wrong. There's no way it's intentionally this difficult. This should not even be classified as hot swappable. It's so hard to pull these switches out. What the heck, dude? Come on. Oh my god, there we go. I got one. Let's see if my luck holds up. Nope. Jesus Christ. They're so pushed together from me squeezing them so hard that it's getting difficult to get them around the switches. But that's still not enough. It has no grip around the switch. It just slides right out. What the hell? This is so hard to get out. I've hot swapped so many switches. What is this? Jesus Christ. This is why they have the building service offered at the tiny keyboard store, I guess. Holy moly, what is going on here? This cannot be right. It cannot be this difficult. Something's... I'm doing something wrong, right? There's no way. There's no way it's this hard to get them out. I'm squeezing so hard. These things are like permanently stuck together now. Gotta bend them back. This is crazy. What the heck? Oh my god. That one came out. Okay, that's nice. Thought I had that. It's so close to coming out. What the heck is this? There we go. Okay, okay. Okay, we just did 2 back-to-back. Like, we're making progress now. Right, right. There's number 3. Okay. Looks like I really have to, like, get the puller under the, like, cover plate. Ooh, I kind of bent that pen getting that out. Jesus. That's fine. It's still totally good. It's just, like, a little bit bent. So it's not perfectly straight. Still totally fine, totally usable, and it will go back in. I'm not using them, but, like, I don't want to ruin perfectly good switches. Come on. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. No. Why is this so hard? What the hell? Oh my god, I finally got this one. And nothing looks worse for wear. It's just stupidly hard to get out. Oh my god. I'm like indenting my thumb right now. It seems like the ones on the edge, like, really give me the most trouble. Freaking hell. What the heck? This cannot be right. It cannot be this hard. We were on a roll. We were on a roll. We were doing so good. And now we're back to every single one of them being stuck. Come on. Oh my god, there we go. The board is like bending when I pull these. This can't be right. They must be like locked or something. Because the whole plate is bending when I pull these out. There must be something holding them in, right? I'm like kind of worried. Also, it actually does look like these do have a backlighting, because I see there's a little space here for an LED to peek through. It looks like it's a little off center. I can probably fix that once I get all these switches out. Probably doesn't matter, because it's kind of a translucent film on top of them. Oh my god, I finally got this one. And no worse for wear, no bends or anything. Just ridiculously hard to get out, I guess. I thought this was going to be faster than the keycaps. Just to, like, give some context. Oh my god, come on, get a grip. I'm getting, like, white chippings everywhere. Enter. Just from, like, the plastic. Because I'm literally scraping it with these. So she's just being funny. My sibling was trying to get her to leave the room, and she don't wanna be in here, but when she's offered to leave, she don't want to do that either. Oh my god, there we go. My god, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? That one that came halfway out and then I lost grip. What is this? What is this? Oh, I'm like beating up one of my cuticles here. I don't know if that'll focus. Yeah, you see that there? I got a big line on the side of it from the metal. This is supposed to be like my reward for buying an awesome keyboard. Oh my god, the faceplate just came off. It just pulled the faceplate right off. I would rather the faceplate come out than the switch. This is actually insane. What the hell? This is not right. This is not right. Something is wrong. There's no way this is right. Maybe I should take it like all the way apart. Let's go ahead and take the faceplate off. And then take this part off. I don't want to scratch anything though. So you can see here are each of the little connections, and yeah, there's LEDs there. I don't know how I missed that before. Which is good, I like the backlight. But the ones that have been connected and the ones that have been disconnected look the same. There's no sort of lock, there's no sort of thing to open. They all look the same. So I'm not really sure. Maybe I can just give them all a good push from this side and that'll make them come out easier. Feels like I'm gonna break something. I don't want to break anything because I just bought this and it was expensive, and well, expensive for me, and I'm really excited to own it and use it. So I really don't want anything to break. But my goodness, this is giving me trouble. Let me see if it's easier if I'm just holding it like this to just like pry this off. No. Maybe I can actually give you guys a view of what's happening now. It's a little bit out of frame. Okay, so what happens is I clip on to a switch like so, and I pull. But what happens is it's so stuck on there that I just pop right off like that. And I keep doing that over and over again. I'm like shaving off the sides of these white plastic frames. This is awful. There's no sort of locking mechanism or anything. They're just really that stuck on there. That's crazy. I can see there's like a lip on the metal or the PCB. I don't know if we can see it, if we can get an angle to see it at. Yeah. So on the back of the switches there, the switches are the white dots. And can you see that there's a bit of a black lip on the white dot? I don't know if that's intentional. It looks like the PCB has been like kind of shaped to the switches. And that might be what's making them so ridiculously hard to get out. So I think it was probably just assembled like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on the daughter board. It's a lot easier to grip, and I feel a lot less like I'm gonna break anything when it's all put together. So I'm gonna just put the faceplate back on. I'd rather fail to get these out than break anything, you know? So I'm just gonna keep it put together. I'm gonna keep trying the good old-fashioned way with elbow grease. I'm gonna hurt myself, I think. Not to mention, I'm just gonna shave through some of these switches frame casings. I feel like I've got a good grip on this one, so if I pull, nope, slid right off. Taking off chunks of white plastic. This is awful. I hate this. I don't know if the key puller, the switch puller is just ass or something. This is the one they included. The whole board is flexing here. I hate it. I hate it. That does not feel good. These are way too hard to get off. This should not even be classified as hot swappable at this point. Okay. The ones in the center are significantly easier to get out than the ones on the edges. The closer you are to the edge, never mind. Come on, buddy. I was going to say the closer you are to the edge, the harder it is, and then I immediately failed to pull, twice failed to pull this one in the middle. Okay, never mind. That was just a fluke. Holy God, what the heck? These are so hard. There's no way this is right. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look it up. Oh my God, I just closed the tab. What the hell is the brand? Is it not WOS? Is it WO? I don't know what it is. Let me see if I look up the Crush 80. It is, oh, it's Wob key. Key, monkey, Wob key. I'm not seeing anyone else talking about having trouble hot swapping this. A lot of super glowing reviews for it. I don't see anyone hot swapping it. I think they just buy it and use it as it comes from the factory.
Hey you, and welcome back to Jojo. Today I'm going to show you guys how...
I'm just going to mute him. I just want to see him doing it. Okay, he's got an even cheaper looking switch puller than I have. He just slots it under there, I see. And he just pulls and it just comes right out. Wow. Am I stupid? What's happening here? I'm gonna watch him do it again. He just puts it under. And he pulls and it comes right out easily. What? I must be doing something wrong. I have to be doing something wrong. There's no way it's just this hard. Oh my God. You just have to like, oh, I'm so stupid. There is a lock. There's a teeny tiny little, come on, focus. Teeny tiny little plastic tab there. Come on, don't look at my face. Focus on the switch. Teeny tiny little plastic tab there. You see that? And I have to position the grips just so that I push that tab in when I pull the key. So the times that I've been succeeding is times that I just happen to grab it the correct way. Oh my god. Okay. So if I push this under here, it just comes right out. Oh my god, I was doing something wrong. You know what? I'm glad that I was doing something wrong and it wasn't just that hard. Because it's still pretty difficult, honestly. They're still really stuck in there. But I'm glad that it was a user error and they aren't actually just that ridiculously hard to get out. How do most people know that? Do only, like, keyboard enthusiasts ever hot swap things? Because no one had posted on Reddit about it. No one posted YouTube videos about it. I guess everyone's just in the know about this except me. Ooh, I didn't like that. The plastic, like, flexed. It's so hard to get that little tab. God damn it. This one's stuck even though I know what I'm doing now. There we go. It's really hard to get that little tab. You have to be very precise. And you can't see it because it's under the board. So you just kind of have to wiggle it around until you feel the switch puller, like, push in there. What the heck? I'm not having any luck with that either. Okay, I kind of have to, like, push it in at an angle. Nope, that did not work either. Okay, I think I've got this one. Now I just pull. There we go. Yeah, it's really hard to get that tab, because look how small that tab is. This is literally... The tab is so tiny. I have to get the entire tab with the switch puller. Let me see if I can... See, I have to push that whole tab with the switch puller. And it's like the exact same size as the switch puller. So actually it might be that it's too big, not too small. It's like the perfect balance of big and small where it's big enough that it's a problem because the switch puller has to like really cover the whole thing. But small enough that it's a problem because I have to push down the entire thing to get it to unlock. What I also don't like about this method is that the tab is opposite of the little gap for RGB or backlight pass-through. And this is just a piece of empty black hole of plastic, right? So when I squeeze that with the switch puller, it bends, and I don't like that at all. I really don't like that. And I wish that the locking tab was not opposite of that side. I wish it was opposite of another one of the solid sides. But now that I've got the hang of this, we're going a lot faster. Oh my god. I spoke too soon. There we go. One-time thing. And then I'm done. Oh my god, I'm not even halfway done. I'm not even close. Oh god, I'm working up an appetite. Come on, get under the board. It's so hard to get the little clip because it's under the board. Oh, come on. And then I also have to get a good grip on the little wobbly side that has the backlight pass through. And if I don't get the whole clip, I just slide off the side. Oh, this is awful. I hate this. Fuck. See, I can build 20 computers, 22, but keyboards are going to be the death of me, I swear. Also, my switch puller is getting progressively more brittle as it gets bent more and more. Which seems counterintuitive, but oh well. Okay, I've got the switch. I got the clip, I mean. Now I just pull. No luck. These ones on the edge are still really hard because the whole board bends when I try to pull them, which makes me very uncomfortable. And also, because there's so much give in the board, it's really hard. Yeah, the board, I wish I could show you. I wish I had a better camera angle to show you, but the board has so much give when I'm pressing down on these corners. Really don't like it. Maybe I can pull this. I think I've got the tab out, so I can just grab it from the other sides and pull it now, maybe? No, I don't think so. God damn it. I hate this. This is awful. Whoever said building a keyboard is fun, you were wrong. They lied to you. Legitimately so much harder than building a computer. What the frick? I'm just leaving those ones in the corner. I can't get those right now. Yep, see, this one came out first try. Still not easy. I have to, like, go in at a downward angle to get the switch puller under the board and pushing in that tab. And then I gotta go to grip on the bottom. God damn it, why isn't it working? Every time I get one, it stops working. So I gotta get it at a top angle, push that clip down, then I gotta get in. Oh, I just lost my grip on the clip. And then I gotta go in on the bottom without losing the grip on the clip. Grip the bottom, pull up. Nope. This is horrible. This is awful. I've done this so many times. I've never encountered switches that had these clips on them. I wonder if this is a brand thing. Again, I don't remember which brand these are. I think they're Kale Browns, but I could be completely wrong. Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna break it. I hate this so much. I'm so far under the board. I definitely have the clip down. Why aren't you coming out? It's horrible. This is awful. Oh, I totally forgot I had a juice. Oh, it's not even cold anymore. That's okay. I'm gonna drink it anyway. I need a little something something. That's good. It's good shit. Okay. You know, after this I should play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Really test myself. I've never played that game before. I have, of course, seen it. You know, I've seen the world record speedruns. I've seen Markiplier's legendary playthrough. Never played it myself, but I did buy it in the recent Steam sale, like we mentioned on stream yesterday. So I do own it. I think I'm patient enough. I don't know if I'm good enough to beat that game, but I think I'm patient enough. I'm not really a rager. I know that that's ironic for me to say right now, because I'm getting really frustrated with these. But I'm specifically getting frustrated with these because it's a physical... I dropped the puller. I'm getting frustrated with these because it's like a physical hardware thing that I could actually break. That's why I'm getting frustrated. I'm gonna have another go at these corner pieces. I'm actively looking at it and I can see that I've got it under the board. And I've got it at an angle where I'm pushing the switch, the little plastic clip down. And then I grip. And then I pull. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ooh, ow. I got it out, and then I stabbed myself with one of the metal pins. I think hard enough to draw blood. Yep, I'm bleeding. Ow. And it's not even like a round thing. It's not even a round puncture. Because the pins are ovular, not round. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, the pins are ovular, not round. So I actually have like an ovular puncture in my finger. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. That stings pretty bad. Well, that's not ideal, but you know what? It is not like bleeding over, so I'm gonna ignore it for now. Well, you know what? I got that out. So it was a Pyrrhic victory, you might say. We suffered some casualties, but we got there. And I got the other one too. Oh my god. That was a massive pain. It is getting progressively darker, so I do think it is going to start bleeding over. But until it does, I'm just going to keep going. I don't want to get any blood in the board, so as soon as I notice it like start to form a droplet, I'm going to go get a band-aid. I'm hoping that it was small enough that it doesn't really do that. It's also really close to the cuticle, which is very thin, so it doesn't really bleed that easily. Come on. Get the pin down. Get the clip down, I mean. There we go. Okay, now get a grip on it, get a grip on it, get a grip on it, and pull. There we go. That one was the cleanest by far, but it was also very slow. But you know what? If I take it slow, one at a time, I'm probably going to save more time in the long run than trying to go quick. Oh my god. Okay, I've got it under the pin. Got a grip on this side. I pull. Nope. Why is this so hard? Come on, pushing at an angle. I think I've got it. But I don't feel it like clipping into place. There we go, I did have it. Kind of mangled the plastic pin on that one, but you know what? That doesn't matter. They are more than firmly enough in without the plastic clip there making my life hard. I don't know why they felt that was necessary. There's no way this was coming out. You know what? What's ironic is one of them came out with the keycaps. So, like, what happened there? Nice. Okay, that one came out nice and easy. Let's keep that up, please. And I know I'm probably jinxing it by saying that. Okay. I was gonna say, I like it when I, like, audibly hear it clip under the board and get the plastic clip. And then that pull didn't work, so. There we go. If I can get one of these first try, I'll be very happy. Okay, I got a clip on one side. Clip on the other side. I pull. No. Really? I really thought that one was it. I thought I was gonna say that and then immediately get it. God damn it. I'm not hearing it disengage the clip anymore, so I think I've got the clip pushed down. But it's not pulling. What the heck? This is horrible. This is awful. I hate this. I hate this so much. There we go. I switched and went the other way. So yeah, I did have the clip disengaged, but it was just so stuck in there. See, and that's the thing. These things are so tightly in here. They're so stuck in with just the metal pins and the plastic pin on the bottom of the casing. This extra clip is just making life so hard for no reason. It doesn't need to be there. Okay, I got that one out second try. Let's see if I can do this one first try. Okay, I'm under on both top and bottom. Got a good grip. I pull. Yeah, there we go. First try on that one. Okay, that's a success. That's good. That's good. Let's keep it up. Okay, I like it when I can audibly hear it hit the clip. That's good. Okay, I've got a grip under both sides. And I lost it. I wish I could turn off the noise suppressor so you guys could hear every individual little clip of it gripping. But unfortunately, there's just way too much feedback. Come on, I'm gonna go sideways on this one. I think I've got it disengaged. I just gotta pull it out. Nope, never mind. Apparently not. What the hell? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I can feel that the top half is like sticking out above the board, so I know the clip is disengaged, and it's still so hard to get it out. The clip does not need to be there. There we go. Jesus Christ. Little black fleck. I think either came off this or came off... Oh, nope. Came off the edge of the board here. I scratched it up pretty bad. That's upsetting. I won't be able to see it, and also this is just the like face plate. It doesn't matter. I won't see it, and it doesn't affect functionality at all. So like it's perfectly fine. But that upsets me because it's brand new, and I don't want it. I know that there's a scratch on it now, and I don't like that. Holy crap! These switches are awful to take off. When you put these in, never intend to take them out. I think these are Kale Browns. Do these other ones have a clip on them? The new ones? They do! They all do, I guess. What the heck? Is it just cherries that don't? Because my cherries on my HyperX do not have these. Do people consider cherries worse because they don't have this stupid clip? Because I consider that a feature. Okay, I've got it under that side. I've got it under this side. I've got the clip disengaged. I'll just pull. Nice. First try on that one. That's what I like. I've got so many switches and keycaps all over my desk. I have them all in order, but it's just I barely have any space. I'm like reaching further and further over to the keyboard. Okay, clipped in on the top, clipped in on the bottom, squeeze and pull. No, fail. Buddy, why? Why is this so hard? Also, the other thing is getting over it with Bennett Foddy was specifically designed to be difficult. This ideally should be designed to be consumer friendly. And when they advertise hot swappable, it should be easy enough to hot swap it. But my God, I'm literally only halfway done. Technically, not even halfway done. I'm like physically halfway done, but the other half of the board has more keys. So I'm not even halfway done. Holy moly. I'm like an hour and a half into this, an hour and 20 minutes into this. Might have to take a dinner break. Let me get some more juice. My fingers are starting to ache. Specifically, these fingers. They're all red, especially my poor thumb. It's got a line in them there from pressing on the metal for so long. It's also starting to cramp a little bit. I'm gonna psychopath design these. Come on. Pushing the plastic clip. Pushing the plastic clip. There we go. Nice. Really have to push it. Like I can feel the board flexing as I do it. It's not a very comfortable feeling. And I'm used to the concepts of, you know, building a computer. I got that one first try. That feels good. I build computers, you know, and I remember one of the only computers that I was not a part of, that I did not physically build myself, but I was a part of, was my older brother's computer that I helped him build over video call. And it was the very first AM5 PC that any of us ever owned. And we'd always built AM4 PCs. So we never encountered an LGA or what is it? Something grid array. I don't remember. Something grid array. Like they have on Intel and now they have on AM5. So in CPU installation was always a breeze. And we never had DDR5, we'd always had DDR4. They're basically the same except the clips are a little bit different. But I was helping my brother who had never built a PC himself before because I built his previous one. Build it over video chat. And he was very, very uncomfortable with how hard he had to push the RAM. Because you're pushing the RAM modules into the motherboard. And he pushed really hard and they didn't go in. He was like, it doesn't fit. And I was like, no, it fits. Push harder. So he pushes a little harder and the whole motherboard bends under his hands and the RAM stick doesn't go in. And he's like, no, I don't like this. I'm going to break it. Something's wrong. And I'm like, no, 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 no. That's just RAM. That's just what installing RAM is like. Is the music not playing? Has the music not been playing this whole time? No way I finished it. Oh, the music was only an hour long. Oh my god, I've never actually finished it before. Well, I guess I'll just restart it. I'm sorry, you guys have been in silence this whole time. Just me jabbering while I fiddle with plastic. Maybe it was better without the music. Maybe you could hear me better. I don't know. Imagine I just made, like, the viewing experience worse by turning it back on. God damn this one. But yeah, that's just what installing RAM is like. It's awful. And, like, I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with the idea of you have to push way too hard, way beyond what feels comfortable, to install PC components. But this is just a whole other level that I've never experienced before, and it's truly awful. I really feel like I'm breaking every single piece. Oh my god. I'm near the corner now, and it is not being nice. There we go. Okay, now I gotta get the actual corner, the escape key up here. I'm trying to, like, have the microphone close enough that I don't have to yell, but also far enough that I don't bang it with the switch puller. Oh, I got that first try. That was great. I felt it clip into top, clip into bottom, and pull, and it came right out. That was brilliant. That felt good. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's keep this up. That's 2 in a row first try. Clip. Clip. Pull. Nice. 3 in a row. Okay, I think I've got the hang of this. Clip. Clip. Pull. Nice. 4 in a row. Nice. 5 in a row. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. We're making progress now. Nice. 6. Hot streak. Someone get the flame effects on screen. Come on, clip. Oops, I just hit the mic. I apologize. Clip. Pull. Nah. Failed. Well, there goes my streak. What was I on? 6? Oh man, I got a second try. I turned and pulled it the other way, so I did get the clip disengaged. It was just stuck too much because you don't need the plastic clip. You don't need it. It's already literally so hard to get these out. They're so stuck in there. You don't need that plastic clip. Don't have the plastic clip. It's horrible. Also, the stream is unstable on Twitch because it keeps going a tiny bit over the threshold that Twitch likes, because Twitch is annoying like that. It's like strictly 6,000 kilobits, no more. If you stream a little bit too high quality, the whole stream breaks. Oh well, that's okay. And the majority of my audience is on YouTube anyway. Meaning all of them. Clip, clip, pull. Nice. Clip, clip, pull. No. Clip. And it's stuck. If I don't get it first try, it gets way harder. I don't know why. The whole board is just flexing like crazy. Oh, I hate this so much. I wish I had a better camera angle to show off how bad it is. Ah! There we go. Jesus. Oh my god, I'm running out of disk space. Clip. Clip. No, I didn't hear the clip. There we go. Okay, that's one first try. Clip. Clip. Pull. Two. Okay, okay. Clip. Clip. Pull. Three. Okay. Clip. Give me the clip. I want to hear it. Nice. What was that? 4? 5? 4, I think. Clip. Clip under the bottom. Clip under the bottom. There we go. So that would be 6. Ooh, we're getting close to our high score. 7. Okay, okay, we've tied it. For the new high record. Clip. Clip. And pull. Nice. There's 8. There's 8. There's 9. Yeah, we're on a roll now. Can we hit double digits? Oh, 1 clip. There's 2 clips. Yes! 10. Beautiful. 11. 12. We're flying now. There's so many of these. 13. 13 won't do, as Gandalf said. 14. Nice. I was going to be very sad if I failed on 13, because that's supposedly an unlucky number. Not a superstitious person, but if I failed on 13, I'd feel a little uncomfortable. It's 15. Going for 16. 16. Beautiful. We've got this now. Clip. Clip. 17. Ooh, that one gave me a little bit of a fight. 18. Can we hit 20? 19. I think the more of them I get out, the easier it's getting. I'm not sure why. Oh, this one's like upside down. So I gotta go bottom, top. 20! Let's go! Come on. Push in that clip. Nice. 21. We're so close. I've got just the bottom row left. 22. 23. 24. I wonder if we can get all the way to the end without breaking our streak. I don't want to jinx it though. 25, I think that was. 26. Each one's putting up a bit of a fight, and I'm getting a little nervous because I kind of really want to get to the end now in one go. It's 27, I think. Yeah, it's definitely getting easier. 28, because the less keys I have in the board, the more flexible it is, and it's much, much easier to get my puller under the board. What was that, 27 or 28? 28. 29, I got 2 left. For the 30, for the big 3-0. Nice, 30. Only space bar left. It's very low to the bottom, but I can get there without moving the faceplate, I think. Yeah! Let's go! Just for a reminder of what it sounds like. Because we're going to swap out for the new ones. Oh my god, my poor thumb is so red. I don't know if it shows really well, but it's so much redder than the rest of the skin around it. Also, it's cramping really bad. But we did it! And now, to replace it with the beautiful Key Geek Oats Linears. Just to get a sample of what these guys sound like without a keycap. So much quieter, I don't even know if the OBS will let it go through. So here's this guy. Here's this guy. Doesn't really sound very different without the keycap and the baseboard, but it's much for one, it's got a much longer travel, way longer travel, which I really like. And then for two, yeah, it's got a way longer travel. I much prefer that. And then for two, it is much quieter. It's much softer. It's got a kind of a creamier sound because it's, I assume it's more lubed. I don't know exactly how switches work, to be completely honest with you. Okay, and I immediately dropped it. Wow, but I caught it. And now I gotta put all of these guys in to the board where I just took everything else out. These all just go top to bottom, except for a couple of them, which were like sideways and stuff. I think he gave me some extras, which was nice of him. Because he pulled a full set of 70, and then I think he just kind of reached into the drawer and just pulled out a bunch more and just was scooping them in the bag for me, which is really nice. I think for one, there's, I think 90 something keys on this board, so he had to give me at least 20 more. Or maybe there's 80 keys on this board since it is the Crush 80. So he had to give me at least 10 more, but I think he also just gave me a bunch extra because he was scooping for a while there. Once again, I commuted to San Jose, California, because I live in California. I commuted to San Jose. Downtown, there's the Tiny Keyboard Shop, which is where I went. Tiny Keyboard Store. Great service, great selection. They did not have any of their keyboard kits, and they were very low on bare bones. They said they're getting in a shipment within the next month. Problem is, it's shipping from China, so it's on a boat right now. And it's got to get here, and then it's got to like land at the dock. It's got to go through customs. So they said they think a month, but they're not entirely certain exactly how long. And then as of today, US tariffs under the Trump administration just went into effect. And they added like 20% on top of the current tariffs against China, which brings our tariffs against China to like 54%, I think, which is absolutely insane. And like, I get it, because there's just such a massive amount of exports from China flooding the market. But they also put, Trump also put massive tariffs on so many other places. 10% tariff globally. 32% from Taiwan, which means boo to the GPU market. GPU market's completely crapped now. Even if the tariffs are removed later on, no way in hell. Don't bet your sweet bippy that they're gonna bring the prices back down, because once they're up, they're gonna stay up. You think Nvidia's gonna bring those back down? Hell no. And apparently all AMD is capable of doing is just following Nvidia's lead. I thought they were gonna do really well this launch, and then they just crapped the bed with it. They've invented this new strategy called launch a product at a fake MSRP, rake in the good reviews, and then just skyrocket the price. Profit. Because everyone saw the great reviews. Goes to buy the card. It's $150 higher than the posted MSRP that the reviewers were reviewing it at. Victory. Somehow not illegal. Feels like fraud or something, but I guess not in America. I don't know what MSRP laws are in Europe, so honestly I can't say that. That's not very fair. But I assume that there would be some sort of consumer protection against that. To be fair, European prices are already significantly higher than American, so like I shouldn't be complaining. But also the cost of living, the median cost of living in the EU is much lower than in the United States right now, and it's only getting worse for us. So, oh well, it is what it is. To be clear, I don't want to complain too much, because I did go out today and buy a custom keyboard just because I wanted to, just to make me happy. So, like, obviously I'm not really in a position to complain. I mean, I'm far from a great position, to be completely clear with you, to be completely honest. I spend a lot of money on things like this because these are my passions, these are my hobbies, this is what I find joy in. And I think that's important and that's valuable. And everyone has their vices that they spend money on because that's part of your life, you know? So like I don't feel bad about spending a lot of money on this. But I also recognize that I'm not well off just because I have money to spend on a keyboard. A very interesting phenomena that we've been seeing, and I think a huge reason that members of like baby boomers and whoever of the silent generation, or the greatest generation, was it greatest or silent? It was greatest generation, silent generation, baby boomers, right? So it'd be the silent generation. Whatever members of the silent generation are, you know, left, because they're quite up there in age now, and baby boomers, a lot of them don't understand Gen Z and millennial spending habits and think that we're just really irresponsible with our money and our income. But what they don't understand is that the cost of living and the cost of luxuries and commodity items have flipped. It used to be really, really cheap to live, but really, really expensive to have anything luxury, anything, you know, a sports car was super expensive. A flat screen TV, insanely expensive. Those kinds of things are really cheap now, but the cost of living is insanely high. The cost of mortgage and the cost of rent and the cost of food have skyrocketed, not in line with inflation, way higher than inflation. Meanwhile, things like video game consoles and keyboards, you know, technologies that have advanced and become more consumer friendly and available, those have plummeted in price in relative to inflation. So what I'm saying is, everything scaled for inflation, everything relative to the times. It is way more expensive to have a home and to buy food than it used to be. But it's way cheaper to have luxuries like, you know, a massage chair and a gaming console and a flat screen TV and a surround sound system. Those are way cheaper relative to inflation and the cost of living than they used to be. So when members of the silent generation and the baby boomers see us buying, you know, OLED TVs and surround sound, subwoofers, things like that, they think, you know, Gen Z and millennials are so irresponsible with their income, they're so bad at saving, this is why they'll never be able to afford a house. That's just not the case. Because you can get a 4K 60 FPS or 60 hertz, 60 refresh rate, like 45, 55 inch TV, smart TV even, from Walmart for like $400, $500. That's one paycheck. Back when they were our age, those kinds of technologies were like really rare luxury items that you were really lucky to have, and you had to save up for months, maybe years, to afford something like that. It's flipped. It's one paycheck to get a laptop. It's half a paycheck to get a custom high-end keyboard. It is completely unattainable to afford rent and mortgage and food. And it's not even close. So yeah, I don't feel bad about making a purchase like this. Yeah, it's a big portion of my paycheck. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But also, like, this is my hobby. This is my passion. This is what makes me happy. This is what I love. And that's important. It is important to do things with purpose, to do things that you find joy in. It is important to spend some of your money on yourself, to take care of yourself, because otherwise it's just depressing. It's this endless grind set mindset that's so unfulfilling, because all you do is spend your life generating profit for someone else, generating value that you'll never see. It's important to have hobbies that make you happy, and sometimes those cost money, and that sucks, but that's life right now, and you make the most of it. I'd rather not save up all my money and never spend a dime of it, and just look back on, you know, a year of work with no profit, except a fake number value in a bank account, saying that I did a good job, and nothing to show for it. I'd hate that. You know, I've been there before. I have done that before. My first job, that's what I did. And it was really depressing to be like, what am I working for? What is all this for? And then my second job, I started spending all my money on gifts for people, because I felt like I was generating value out of that money. I was bringing joy to people with that money, and I was working towards a purpose, and it felt good. In my current job, I'm trying to strike a balance between saving money, which I'm really bad at, but also I'm a minimum wage food service employee, so like it's kind of hard to save money when I also need to buy gas and buy oil changes and buy food, and every so often buy something to make myself happy, because it's not worth all the work to have no joy and just become depressed. So it's really hard to save any meaningful amount of money. But I am trying to strike a balance better than I had before between saving money and spending money. Not very good at it, pretty bad at it. I hope that one day I'll be better. I think I'm getting there. I have some lifestyle changes I've been workshopping that I would like to talk about, but that's a whole topic that I'd rather save for another stream, or later in this stream if viewership picks up, we get some of our regulars in here, then I'd like to tell you guys about it. But that's another day. For now, I'll just let you know I do have like lifestyle changes that I've been workshopping, been thinking about, been applying in order to save more money and be more healthy and be more happy. And this is part of it, spending money to be more happy. That is a valid part of it, but there's more. And I think it's just generally, I kind of want to talk about it because I think it's just generally good advice for anyone around my age. And also, it's good to talk about my ideas out loud, because putting it out in the world, it makes it a lot easier for me to really ideate on it, and really come to terms with if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Oh, this one's funky. Oh, it's upside down, I see. I think. No, is it sideways? Which way does this one go? I think it goes upside down like this. Yeah, it does. Okay. That's the upside down one. It caught me off guard. I was just kind of zoned out, putting these in one by one while I talked. We're almost there, guys. He did tell me it would be 1 to 2 hours, depending on how long I took and if I really took my time with it. And I bet if I was like laser focused, wasn't streaming, could sit at any angle I want, maybe put this on a bigger table and like focus on it without talking, I would have been faster. So honestly, he had like really accurate estimates, Because he told me it'd probably take like 1 to 2 hours, depending on how quick I was going or how much time I took with it. And he was almost exactly right, because we are at the 1 hour and 50-minute mark right now. And I am almost done. I'm very excited. I'm really, really, really looking forward to using this. I don't know if it'll be like a forever keyboard, but it's certainly going to be a very long-term keyboard. Years and years of use out of this I'm hoping for. Maybe even forever, if I can just keep upgrading and repairing it if anything ever happens to it. Three more. Oh wow, he gave me almost the perfect amount of switches actually. He only gave me 1 extra. God damn. It really looked like he was just shoveling. Apparently he was keeping track. Good on him. One more time. Tiny Keyboard Store. That's literally what it's called. Tiny Keyboard Store. Downtown San Jose, California. Awesome, awesome service. Awesome keyboards. And here goes the last mechanical switch. Okay. We've gone from browns to KeyGeek oat linears. They're like oat milk or oatmeal colored. And now I get to put all the keycaps on, and thankfully I did keep them all in order. I'm gonna go ahead and put all these browns in the baggie that the oats came in. I think these are kale browns. I'll double check, because I'm sure it has specifications on the website of what the default, the standard switches on this keyboard are. Another cool thing I've seen people do is you buy a bunch of different... Oh, shoot, I dropped one. Bunch of different mechanical switches, and you customize what each key is, right? So, like, maybe your function keys are completely different. Maybe your enter and your space bar and your shift and whatever, your control, alt, are click keys instead of linears. And, like, that sounds annoying at first when you think about it, you know, having the inconsistent feeling. But then maybe if you only put it on certain keys, like function keys and stuff, it could be super cool, because like you get that tactile feeling of actually clicking a different key. So you always know what you've clicked. Oh, that's so interesting. This keyboard, the spacebar, has a few different options for where it's mounted, in case you're using a different keyboard layout, like ISO versus ANSI. Oh, that's awesome, because that means they're using less... they don't have to tool as much. As many different pieces. That's really cool. Sounds so good. I'm excited. Let's get these keycaps on and give it a little sound test. I already did use it in the store, so I do know what it sounds like, but oh, it feels glorious. I'm very, very, very happy. I'm very excited. This is one of the biggest, like, actual physical, like, tactile, I can feel it upgrades that I've ever made to one of my computers. Because you never really think about, or at least I never really think about, how much you use your keyboard. Much you click it. Oh, it feels so good. It sounds so good. Excited. Very glad I kept all these keycaps in the correct position so I don't have to look at the picture every 2 seconds. It did take up a lot of desk space, but it was worth it. Oh, come now. Oh, did the music finish again? Holy crap. Oh, it totally did. How long has it been done? I'm not going to restart it because I'm almost done here. They sound so good. They feel so good. I want to run it over to my brother's room and let him give it a go because he's also a huge geek, a huge nerd, just like me. Not just like me, honestly. We're slightly different specialities, I would say. Why did I say that like that? Specialties. Since when am I British? He's probably a bit more technical than I am, I think. Actually, I don't know. We have different things that we're sticklers about. That's what I'll say. But he he really does love this kind of thing. Just as much as I do, I think. Maybe not as much as I do. I don't think I don't know if he'd like actually spend the money on something like this because he's a bit more uh not practical, frugal than I am, I think. Um, but I do know he appreciates them as much as I do. So I'm really tempted to just like run it over to his room and be like, look, 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 use it, type on it, feel it, it's so cool. But also I'm on stream and I want to stay on stream and I want to experience it for myself. Oh, it sounds so good. It's creamy, it's thocky. I know those are weird sounding adjectives, but everyone in the keyboard community knows what the heck I'm talking about. One of the things I told the employee at the Tiny Keyboard store was I told him that I'm looking for something linear. I don't want tactile, I don't want clicky, I want linear. But I want that creamy sound and that thocky feel that usually comes with lubed linears, or lubed tactiles, sorry. And one of the first things he responded with was, well, clicky and thocky have a different definition to everyone. Everyone has a different idea of what that sounds like. And that's why he had me like test out all of their different displays and get a feel for what I was looking for. What felt good, what sounded good. And then I found two that I couldn't pick between, and he found me the perfect compromise between them. So big props to him. I know I've just been absolutely glazing. I swear to God, I didn't get this for free. I paid $200 plus tax for it. But he was a great guy, not sponsored, great staff. I kind of wished I like waited for their shipment next month, you know? And also I have my friend and coworker who knows a lot more about keyboards and has many more keyboards than me, who wasn't able to make it today. Wait, I think I messed up. Something's in the wrong position. This isn't supposed to be here, I don't think. Oh. Check the picture. Yes, I did. This is in the wrong spot. I almost put the question mark one row up, but I've used keyboards enough that the moment I looked at it, something in my head was like, that's wrong. Okay, we got everything except for the letters done. It sounds so good. I love it so much. This is perfect. I was so worried. I was so worried that I would put these keys into this frame at home after buying it and I'd type on it and it'd be like, oh no, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This isn't what I want. No, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. I'm so happy. It feels so good. It sounds delicious. It's really the best word that I can use to describe it. Oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome. I've wanted one of these for so long. I've really wanted a custom keyboard with lubed mechanical switches. I finally have one, and it's amazing, and I'm really excited. It's also a 75% keyboard, so it's a 10 keyless. Not a 65%, so it still has all the media keys. But it is 10 keyless, so I'm gonna have a tiny bit more desk space. The only thing I used the 10 keys for, the numpad, was literally just for typing in my pin to turn on my computer. That's it. So I think I'll live without them. Also, the 3 on the numpad on my current keyboard has never worked since the day my friend gave it to me, which is fine, but just another thing that's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna miss that, you know? Oh, and we are done. We are done, folks. Look at it. the back one more time. Got some fingerprints on there. It's a bit of a fingerprint magnet, it looks like, but that's okay. That granite textured, big heavy weight, full aluminum chassis. There's the front again. It looks the same because I got the same keycaps on it, but completely different switches. I'm going to go ahead and once again, I'm going to turn off my noise cancellation, or what's it called? Noise suppression. I'm going to turn it off again, so we're going to get some feedback. But I just really want you guys to hear this keyboard. Okay, noise suppression is off. You hear that? You hear that backspace? It sounds so good. I love it so much. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm in love with this. This is the WASD. Oh, I love it so much. Listen to that space bar. It's so well stabilized. Anywhere I push on it, it's exactly the same feeling and sound. This is what I mean when I say creamy and thocky. I think I might have my spacebar upside down, honestly. I can't really tell from the picture. It's angled. I think it's angled the wrong way. I think I got my spacebar upside down. Let me see if I can get it out without... Oh, wait. I can take the faceplate off. Come on. There we go. Now I can get it off easily. Yeah. Let me flip it over and test that. Oh, yeah. That's way better. I definitely had it on upside down. Or did I? Because now I'm kind of hitting the edge of it. Before it was at like a bit of a weird downward slope, but it was actually nice and smooth on my thumb. Now I'm kind of like hitting a corner. So I actually think I had it the right way before. Because it actually felt better before I... Well, sometimes you gotta feel it the wrong way to know what's the right way. And then you know how good you have it. See, they say comparison is the thief of joy. Who says that? I've said that multiple times. And I'm sure that is a saying. But sometimes comparison brings joy. This is so beautiful. I should turn back on the noise suppression, though. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new keyboard. I am so happy right now. Unfortunately, I do believe that means my wrist rest is now a lot wider than my keyboard, but that's okay. I don't mind. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set this aside for a second. I guess it goes on the floor. I'm going to take the old one and I'm going to do a typing test. To be completely clear, I'm not the fastest typer in the world. I have an accuracy averaging 90+% and a speed between usually about 60 to 70 words per minute, but at my peak I can get up to 90. Oh wow, this keyboard sounds and feels so much worse. That's crazy, the difference. So like that's not the fastest, you know? But it's not bad. Enter. What's up?
I've asked everybody else, but and I've gotten no's or unsures if they can do it. Can you do pickup tomorrow?
What time? Because I work.
4:30.
Let me
4:20,
see.
4:30.
4:20, 4:30. I work at... I work 1:45 to 5:45. No worries. So I'm by no means the fastest typer in the world. I'm not bad by any means. But not, oops. Not super fast or anything. But we're going to go ahead and do a typing test on my old keyboard, and then we'll do a comparative one on my new one. And also, as another disclaimer, it kind of takes a minute to get used to a keyboard. You're not going to be full speed on it right away. That's just not a thing, unless you're very lucky or something. We're going to do a 1-minute test. Old keyboard up first. I'm going to go ahead and move away the mic so that it's not obstructing my view. I'm going to put on my headset so that it's not obstructing my view of the screen. Come on. I'm putting myself into, you know, my normal daily position, my normal daily experience. And let's go ahead and give a type on the keyboard I'm used to be clear, even though it is worse. Okay, not bad. 82 words per minute with a 97% accuracy, not bad. It's not the best in the world by any means, but it's quite good. And now we're gonna go ahead and hook up the new one and give it a whirl. A whirl? A whir? A whir. I think it's a whir. Give it a whir. Yeah. Which means I gotta get the cable for it. And then I gotta unplug the old one, plug in the new one. So, like, maybe I should have set this up before restarting the typing test, but that's fine. It doesn't start till I start typing. I wonder if when I unplug and plug in the keyboards, it'll register anything. That would be interesting. And start the test. That'd be funny. I can always restart, so no big deal. Ooh, he's heavy. And I can say that because I am too. You know what I will say? The USB-C port, little wiggly, little wobbly. Maybe that's because I messed something up by moving it around, by messing with the switches so much, but like the daughter board does wiggle a bit, which is a little disappointing, but that's okay. Ugh. He's heavy, I love it. Okay. Got our old one unplugged. Let's go ahead and just pull all that cable through. It's got a really thick cable, but I actually cable managed things well enough that it didn't pull anything. I'm happy about that. Wow, this feels so cheap by comparison. It's all plastic, and it's just such a different experience. Let's get the new guy in. Oh, it's heavy. One-handed was a bit of a struggle. I love it though. I love how heavy it is. Yikes, that was probably loud. Hey. It's got a much shorter cable. Well, that's okay. It reaches, and that's what matters. Let there be lights. Okay. Disclaimer, I've never typed on this keyboard before, so I might do worse. But I can already tell you the typing experience is going to be infinitely better. So, for whatever it's worth. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Whoops. Oh, my fingers are in the wrong spot. Hold on. Redo. Let's try that again. Why am my fingers keep landing in the wrong spot? I've never used a 75% before, only 100%. This is going to take some getting used to. Okay, so if I just have my fingers positioned here, this looks about right. I keep double clicking for some reason. Is that something I did on the other one? Not the keyboard is not double clicking. Specifically, I am. I don't know why. Oops, just blanked out there. Significantly worse, but that's okay. It's delicious. It is delicious. I love typing on this thing. It sounds so good. It feels so good. The layout is a little different than what I'm used to. I've never owned a keyboard that was not a 100% keyboard, so the layout's a little funky. And also, I think because the resistance is so different, because this one has a shorter travel distance, or not shorter travel distance, it has much shorter keycaps than the other one. The other one has very thick keycaps. And also, it's just got like a really smooth, I'm gonna keep using this term, a very smooth, creamy travel. It causes me to like double click a lot because I'm not used to it. But I want to try again. I think I was starting to pick up at the end there. Oop. There we go. We're picking up now. That was much closer. So as you can see, I went from... Oh, I was faster! I was faster! With the same accuracy. Whoa, wait a minute. This was my first run through on the old keyboard. Here's my first run through on the new one, and then here's my second run through on the new one. I was faster at the same accuracy. Wow. That was like immediate. I got so much faster, so I got faster so much quicker. I got faster so fast. Dude, I love this keyboard. It's such a smooth, pleasant typing experience. I just want to keep typing on it, even though I'm sure this is the most boring streamed content ever. Oops. Oh, that's just mean. That was much slower, but to be fair, I had a lot of hyphens and other things I'm not used to. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I literally could just keep going forever. I could like take the 5-minute test and just keep going and keep going. I don't need to do that because that's really boring content, I'm sure. It's almost 12, so I'm actually only 8 minutes away from the end of stream. So I'm honestly close enough to probably just call it here. I did not think this would take so long. I thought it was going to be a really quick experience, and then we were going to hop into our normal stream with, you know, the likes of Balatro, Papers, Please, maybe some Lethal Company with my friend. But it ended up taking the entire streaming segment, the streaming schedule. So we are going to let it off here. I have a new keyboard that I built on stream. Yes, I know, technically I just hot swapped it. I didn't actually build it. But I mean, I do have other parts if I want to customize it more. I could add another layer of foam. I could add another one of these plates. Maybe it's swapping, maybe it's adding. I don't know, I'll check. But I'm not going to. I'm happy with it the way it is. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It is amazing, and I love it. It's such a nice keyboard. And yeah, that's it. And I think that will be it for the stream today. So, thank you guys all so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you to the 2 stalkers I have over on YouTube, and the 1 I have over on Twitch. I appreciate you, even if you're not chatting. I hope that this was a fun experience for you. I don't really know what this stream offered to you in terms of entertainment, but I really hope that it did entertain you in some way or another. I hope you had a good time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You all have a wonderful night. Goodbye.